Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Tomorrow, on the 15th of August, 2019, the next in the series, the third release in the American Liberty series, will be released in gold and silver. But at first, for the United States Mint for the silver. But before we do that, let's take a look at the gold. The gold here is going to be very expensive to buy. That's right, $1,940 for the American Liberty 2019 coin. Here, there's a mintage limit of 50,000 pieces and a household order limit to start with just one. Last year's, I think, was 100,000, in 2017. But here's the design. I did see the video of this, and it looks like that the rays here are going to be very low relief to the very high relief hair, which gives a feeling of an anisophalic Lady Liberty here, which is not good. That's really the biggest problem with the design is that. And the features here look a bit soft. I did see a video of the silver being produced, and even with that, the facial features look a bit too soft, sort of digital-like, you know. We used to see that a lot with Daniel Carr's pieces, and this kind of is representative of that. This could have been done very well. The concept and the design was sort of reminiscent of the Indian head, which was the Indian headdress of Lady Liberty. The eagle on the back is not bad, although it's a little bit busy with the feathers here. That high relief doesn't necessarily translate well with the feathers, as it looks more like scales. And then the wings tend to go on for infinity here in the back. There's no real definition. But the thing that I don't like the most is the claw. The big fat claw there that looks like a swollen their talon there. But the packaging is about the same as it was in the 2017 version, which, by the way, we'll go back to this. And this one is still available. Look at that. So this one is still available for the same price, the 2017 version here. This is actually much more defined, I think. Other than, some of the other aspects of it, this served a dual purpose because it also commemorated the United States Mint's founding by legislation on April 2nd, 1792. And it had edge lettering for the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint's founding. It had sort of the same type of packaging here. I didn't pick this one up. I'd like to get the silver medal, but I also will probably order this. There's a limited, and by the way, let's go back to this. This has a mintage limit of 100,000, so double the mintage of this one, which is 50,000. So there's less minted of these, but very pricey, $1,940. I think that is a bit high. I don't think I'm going to be getting one for that. I guess that's about average of what it would be, but just with the price of gold being up now, it makes it cost prohibitive for me to pick one up. Now, the silver one, this is a little bit better deal, even though it's still pretty pricey. You get this is the first for the United States Mint. It is a 2.5 ounce metal, 2 inches in diameter, and the packaging is exquisite. And this is the one that I saw the striking of these things from the U.S. Mint. But it looks like it's going to have that brushed kind of look to it, which is what we saw in the 2015 version of it, which are dye polish marks, which I don't think translates well. It makes it look like it's scratched up, and that's unfortunate. But it will be high relief and at a 2 ounce, and here's the reverse of it. The same types of situation with the design flaws, in my opinion. With the talon and the feathers here, but the worst is the headdress here. These rays coming out, seemingly of the back of the head that looks hollowed out like this anisophalic. That bothers me a lot. But I'm going to probably order one of these. There's a limited of one, and you might, if you're considering it, be interested to see what your thoughts are. But I love the packaging. I think they did a great job with the packaging, for sure, and it'll be interesting to see this large of a metal there. It's 3/9 fine silver. The United States Mint has not done a 4/9 silver piece yet. So there you have it. It's a very interesting indeed. The first United States Mint. Now, a foretaste of things to come that will be coming out here, and that is this. The Palladium Eagle. If we look at this, this is sold out by the Mint, the 2018 1-ounce Palladium coin, but the price is reflective, I think, of where we're going to see the price be for the 2019 reverse proof coin, which is coming out in the September 5th at noon. And their renderings for reverse proof are horrible. They need to do a better job because this looks like just an uncirculated piece. You kind of see a little bit of a textured surface in the background there, but they could have done a much better job in rendering this, in my opinion. But there it is. It's a beautifully designed coin for sure, but it's going to be $1,837 as of today's pricing for Palladium. If that continues to go down, it will marginally go down. We'll see what happens. But so this is going to be pretty pricey as well. And there's double the mintage on this one to 30,000 as opposed to 15,000 before. So that's pretty interesting. Now let's get inside some more news here from the United States Mint. We have got some designs for the American Innovation Dollar Coin Program. And here they are. I haven't seen any other places for these images here. Other than just this one little block here. I don't know where else you'd find these images, but I don't see them in the image library or anything like that. But anyways, they're not really worth opening up anyway because they're kind of poor. They're not supposed to have any people on there, but this is going to have a silhouette of a person for anti-jump cannon for classifying the stars. But I think that's not a very good design in my opinion. This one here is probably the best from New Jersey, but it's really kind of hard to see from this. But most of my viewers really aren't interested in these. These are going to be clad dollar coins, reminiscent of the other dollar coins that we've seen. Same composition, manganese, brass. So most of my viewers aren't really interested in this anyway. So I really don't cover a whole lot of this as much as I used to. But it is interesting. This one here with the polio vaccine, I think could have been, I think as promised, it's nice. But why in the heck would they make the microscope just 2D? I never have understand why they do that in coin design. Yes, they want to focus on the actual polio vaccine, but man, make the microscope so you know what it is. You know what I mean? Make it 3D instead of just a flat image. They did that with the. They also did that with the Wyoming statehood quarter. They just made a 2D version of a shadow of a cowboy riding a horse, and there was a rendered version of it. I think would have been much better for that coin. That would have been probably one of the best statehood quarter designs. But I remiss on that. And then the final quarters for the America the Beautiful series are here, and this is going to be through 2020 and 2021, and they're not really. They're not all that. Great, really. Tuskegee Airmen, I think could have been done very well. Yeah, it shows the pilot here, but they could have done something really cool with the planes. And I think much more promise to have there for that. Salt River Bay is just a couple of plants coming out of the water there. Weir Farm, a national park for art. You can't see because I don't know where these are at. But I think the whatever that prairie is looks pretty good. A butterfly flying through. I think that simple design is nice. And the national park for the Samoa, that's cool. Those bats look pretty cool. But it's kind of weird. It looks like these bats are like embracing each other or on top of each other. I just think one bat hanging down would have been cool. This is kind of a strange orientation of these, but I do like that they're using bats, which is a unique thing. So there you are. There's the news that's fit. Tomorrow will be the release of the American Liberty coins. And what do you think of this price? $1,940 for that. But at first, for the silver to be made, the silver one is going to be pretty cool. But $100, and it's going to be 2.5 ounces of silver. Post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.